What up? So we got the new Stia section today, new Neusen plant PSE zone. This baby is level 95, and this is going to go right into the armor upgrades, the new armor upgrades that we have. So what are you wondering about Neusen plant? Let me tell you. First, be sure to like, subscribe. Appreciate that very much. Helps out tremendously. Much love. So here we have Neusen plant that has just been updated here, and as you can see when you go to it, you're going to see what's on the menu here: Steer Sovereign, Progress Grinders, as I assumed that we would have here, and I did just run it. These drop, of course, tremendously because all the mobs here are essentially regular mobs. Remember how I stated last week or whenever that was, that regular mobs drop Progress Grinders, whereas the bosses drop the Evolu Volts when people were farming in Mediola. So that is the case. So you will get grinders very quickly here. Also on this list is Evolu Volts. So that's great. Pretty much the Mediola out area. What's that anymore? Pretty much. And then these Exavants. These are used for the armors. And so we'll jump into the armors here in a second. But first, we want to just kind of say, these are all fairly good, fairly easy to obtain. You're going to get these all pretty quickly. These three down here. This Steer Sovereign, you're not going to get as quickly. From what I could tell, this drop rate on this baby is a bit lower. So, of course, the RDR boost will definitely help tremendously. And during, we have Crimson Realm coming up as well. We also have an RDR boost that's coming up in a couple weeks as well. So that will be a great time to capitalize on this for the Steer Sovereigns. You might be wondering, well, what the hell are Steer Sovereigns even for, Spy? What the hell are those? Well, let me tell you, along with the new area in Neusen plant, we got a new Augment. So we have the high Steer Domina now. So this baby is 3.5 potency, and with a potency floor increase of 2.75. Now, in comparison, you go to the high Kavar Domina. That's the most recent one that we got, and that is 3.0 potency with potency floor 2.5%. So this is a hefty upgrade. This is definitely worth the upgrade for sure in that regard. So especially for units in specific, because sometimes in weapons, since they use EX augments, you're not really going to be using this in particular anyway. You're probably using like a Grand Direct Keeper or some other sort. But for units, you're usually going to encompass these Dominus. So this is very nice, and that's what that Sovereign is for that you're going to need there. As you can see here, Dexter and Noisel notes. Obviously, Dexter comes from Dex base, and obviously these Noisel notes come from Neusen. So that's where you're going to obtain these. Dex base is going to be getting an update as well next week or the week afterwards, can't remember, but during this month it's going to be getting an update as well. So these will be your rotational values here to obtain these if you don't already have a lot of these backed up, as you can see that I clearly do. But that's the big thing with the Steer Sovereign, is that it will take you a bit longer to get in comparison to the Progress Grinders and the other materials that you need to upgrade your units, which we'll move on to now. So the new units can be found at the same place that you were just working around with your weapons at. As you can see, the load speed is a little bit low there because the servers are kind of packed right now. You scroll all the way down here, you'll find these armors, and pretty much you have different types here. So you go over to the second option right here. As you see, I'm already on. You can go like that. This is the second option, and this will clearly allow you to see what the values are. So for instance, this one is HP 20, PP plus 2. This one's HP plus 40, no PP. This one is PP plus 4. So it just depends on kind of what you want to do. Maybe you want to mix and match with these. Quite frankly, the most bang for buck is probably this one, because you get 120 HP if you put on all three units. So that's probably bang for buck if you really want to go that way. However, I personally don't really care too much about HP because it just don't get hit easy. So the PP is definitely nice. I'll probably end up doing a mix mash of maybe, this one with HP plus 20 and the PP. Or maybe, I probably won't do that. I'll probably end up doing one of these two or something like that. Probably. But that's not to downgrade the importance of PP. By all means, that extra 12 PP that you get from having 3 of these babies down below, but PP plus 4 on those, is definitely noticeable for sure. And maybe if these upgrade even further in the future, that might also jump on top of those. I'm not sure how that's going to work, or if that's what the plan is there, if that's going to upgrade a bit further. I don't know that. But if it does, then that might be might be one of the better options, because even just to jumping like 2 points to 6, that adds up very quickly across 3 units. That's 18. So that could add up. But that's how you're going to handle those with the training of the units, training of the Ectasis. Of course, you're going to need an Ectasis to use this, as you can see in the materials here, and then these materials which I just listed, which are over in Neusen plant right now. Which, like I said, these are not difficult to get at all. As you can see, I already have 10 of these guys. I literally just went into that PSE. I wasn't in there for longer than 10 minutes. With no RDR boost on, I was not in there longer than 10 minutes. And so I already got 10 of those. So you will be able to upgrade that literally like that, like within 30 minutes probably, especially with an RDR boost. If you're getting in PSEs, and of course, remember, Neusen plant does work in the sense of your traditional PSE zone. So you want to be focusing on 4 bars first, then to the trial. Whereas Crimson Realm is focused on trials primarily. Like, that's what you focus on, because you want to trigger trials to get extra trials. This is a traditional PSE. The current Neusen plant is a traditional PSE, so you want to focus on getting 4 bars first and then doing the trials. That way you get a PSE, get your PSE encores, so you kill more mobs, getting more chances. Of course, there's things like wind guards in the loophole as well. So these could be also sold. These are profitable items, especially at high fixes. People still using these, as they should, because they're pretty much on par. Well, they're at that same level. If you have a high fix or wind guard, there's no reason to overly jump to a duo Celia right now if you still need to upgrade it and all that stuff, you know, because the difference isn't that great to the point where it's, you know, it's there, but it's not that great, right? But nonetheless, that's your Neusen information. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Let me know down in the comments what you're going to decide on your units. I'm actually very interested to know about that. What you're going to what's your reasoning behind the units that you're going to pick, because everyone has a different playstyle. So, you know, I'm always a big key person who promotes that. You know, everyone has a different playstyle, and you gotta respect that. And that's part of the fun of an MMO, is playing, you know, the ways that you want to play and having the uniqueness to build the way that you want to build, like a Build-A-Bear. You know, put that heart, rub it, kiss it, and put it inside the bear. Don't ask me how I know that. Maybe I made a Build-A-Bear for a girlfriend a long time ago. Very long time ago. That was cute. I was actually in middle school. Yeah, I made a Build-A-Bear for my girlfriend in middle school. But that's another story for another day. Anyways, y'all, be sure to like, subscribe. We'll see y'all the next one. Much love. Holla.
Spike to content.